This is a tag video of a private oud collection. If you want to find out what it is, well then you know what to do. Stay tuned. Hello, I'm Scott, this is the Centurion, and today is a kind of a tag video, but it's more of a discovery as well. I was tagged by Lizzie from Rosa Jones. She was kind enough to tag me. Thank you very much, Lizzie. This tag started off from Tony from Fragdicted. He was contacted by Rosa Salas, and they gave him 6 fragrances to try, and he thought, well, what I'll do is I'll make this into a kind of a tag, a pass you on tag. Now the rules to this is it started off with 6. He then kept his favourite one and then sent the 5 on. He then sent it to John Snow from Instagram. He then kept his one and sent 4 off on to Lizzie from Rosa Jones, and she done the same and sent me 3. So I have 3 fragrances here that I'm going to be reviewing, and I'll be keeping one of them and then sending 2 on to the chosen person who's next. So these are from Rosa Salas. Now Rosa Salas is a perfume house that does inspired by fragrances, but they also do their own creations, and obviously that is the ones that we're going to be doing today. So the ones that I've got today are Noble Wood, Terra and Aphrodite. Now all links to all the other channels that have participated in this tag video I'll be leaving in the description. I'll also be leaving in the description a link to Rosa Salas's website as well, so yeah, please go check them out because they do some fantastic creations. Right, first one is going to be Terra. That is what it is, and I will spray just a little in the air. These have got to go on to. Now this is a beautiful, it starts off really quite fruity. Now first off, I get like an amber accord with caramel. It's a really nice sweet caramel. It's got, to me, it's got a faint fruits of the forest vibe to it as well. So like your dark fruits, like your blackberries and blackcurrants and raspberries, all mixed together with that sweet caramel. It's absolutely to die for, and that might be something to do with the amber accord as well. But it's beautiful. That is going to last you about 8 to 10 hours. It's a beast of a performer. After about 2 hours, you then start to get a slight oudiness come through. Now it's not an animalic oud at all. I don't get, in fact, I don't really get that much of an animalic vibe out of any of these. But certainly not Terra anyway. That is probably, out of all 3 of these that I've got, this is probably the easiest to wear. It's an absolutely beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Right, so if I give you the notes now, it's the top notes are incense, then the mids are cedar, amber and caramel, and then in the base you've got vetiver, sandalwood, musk and oud. Now that's what I'm saying, there's a sweetness to it with the caramel, and it is absolutely beautiful. As it dies down, you then got your musk and your oud. Sandalwood is all the way through, so it's giving it that creaminess as well. And you do get a slight vetiver vibe. But it's the oud that plays, it's a really, really easygoing oud. It's so beautiful. But that is Terra by Rosa Salas. Absolutely beautiful. Now on to the next one, which is Noble Wood. Now I'll give you the notes on this first, and it is bergamot, cypress and anise. Then in the mids is black pepper, nutmeg incense and gayak wood. And then in the base, you've got cedar, patchouli, sandalwood, amber, and musk. Now, with this one, I found it's really green to start off with for the first 3 or 4 hours even. It's another 8 to 10 hour fragrance, but it's really, really green. You get a slight hint of like mint in there, but it's very, very faint. And then after about an hour, that starts to get a little bit stronger. Now, I would imagine that that is coming from the anise, because the anise can give you that licorice, minty type of vibe. So that's what that, with the green notes, really gives it that fresh, nearly a fresh cut lawn smell, but it's more deeper than that. It's like running your hands up vegetation, up the stalk of a plant or something, and then smelling your hand afterwards. And then there's like the patchouli also gives it that darker vibe, so it's got a bit of a wet forest feel to it as well. But I'm not getting a huge amount of oud in that, but the gayak wood is really, really strong in that, and it plays a huge part as well. It's not one of my favourites, I must admit, personally, but as a creation, there is nothing that I have smelt like that at all, ever. It is a great creation, and I really appreciate having the chance to smell it. But that is noble wood, and we'll go on to the next one, which is the beast. You can see by the colour of that, it's really quite dark. This is Aphrodite. So the notes in this, the top notes are frankincense, then there's incense, cedar and myrrh and amber in the mids, and then the base is sandalwood, vetiver and ladamum. Now this is unbelievable. This is such a great creation. You get straight away, you get the frankincense and the amber accord and the incense, the myrrh. It gives it that sweetness to it. It smells, it's got a smokiness because of the incense as well. Now, I've got a little bit of a picture to paint with this one because I quite like this. And it's, if you can imagine that it's hard to imagine, but if you can, keep with me here. You've been on a camel riding it across the desert all day long. The sun is setting. You know you've got to bed down for the night. You've got to make your camp. You've got dry wood that you've collected along the way in your pouches. You make a fire from that dry woods. You've got incense anyway that you throw on the fire. Get it started, you've got the smoke bellowing up at you. And it's that smell of Middle Eastern spices and the myrrh and the frankincense and the incense with the smoke blowing around you, and it's just to die for. It is a pleasure. It really does take you into the middle of the desert, and I can't say enough good words about it. I think it's a beautiful creation. This is, like I said, a beast. You're going to get 10 hours easily out of that. It's not going to be, I don't think, for hot weather, but in the winter time, autumn time and cooler spring days, that is fantastic. It's very, very strong, and I'm just in love with it. I really am. As you can probably guess, out of the 3, that's the one I'm keeping. So I shall give you a name of the person that I'm going to be handing the other 2 to, and it is Barry from Scentualise. Sorry buddy, probably saved your life. That might be not up your street anyway, but you are getting noble wood and terror. So all that's left now is to thank everyone that was involved with this. So thanking Vitor from Rosa Salas, thanking Tony from Fragdicted, John from Snowdrops, Lizzie from Rose and Jones, and all links will be in the description. If you like the video, please give us a thumbs up, like, comment and subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and I will see you all very soon. Thank you very much. Bye.